Hello everyone, I am super excited about something very special coming up. It's my son Mahadev's 10th birthday. Now that he is old enough to understand and discuss many more things under the sun, I'm very happy and proud to share one such discussion of ours today. So this is my Mahadev. Okay. So, looks like you have something in your hand already, and which is going to be the first subject of our discussion today, obviously. It's a skill that he has picked up very recently. I've never seen him so focused on one thing at a given time. It's really amazing. So, let us start discussing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, first I need you to say abracadabra if you want to see what's inside.
Okay, abracadabra. Okay. Wow. So that is a
GAN cube.
GAN cube.
Yeah. But I'll explain everything about why I said GAN just now. So first, the GAN cube is not really the original, it's a modification. Let's talk about the history of Rubik's Cube. Okay. Rubik's Cube was invented in Hungary by someone called Erno Rubik. Rubik was very fascinated by many puzzles and he tried to build some of his own. For instance, the Rubik's Cube. Erno Rubik, when he invented it, he scrambled it immediately and it took him about 1 month to solve the whole thing again. But after he did, he created many more inventions the same way, such as 2x2, more 3x3s, 4x4s,
That's a big collection, right, Madhav?
5x5s, then weird ones like the pyramids, and snake puzzle. This is for only the 11M Pro, that I have currently. One piece.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I'll just keep them here. Then I'll take out this corner. Okay, I'll show you something very special about the corner soon. Then this. And last, this. Okay, so now, the thing about this cube, and many other GAN cubes have the same function just in a different way, is that, see this? That's a magnet. Now, what other magnet does it stick to? It sticks to this magnet that's inside the core. I really love that thought, and it makes me feel more faster and more slick. So now, would you like me to do anything with the cube?
Absolutely. You have to show how you solve it, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So you see how he is getting so passionately, engaged in it. This is where I really see him fully engaged and enthusiastic and happy to do something. This is what he wakes up in the morning and this is what he does.
Mix it up, please.
I don't even know how to make these things. You try to teach me, I know, but
But you just don't listen. And I mean, I get that you're busy and you don't have
Here,
much
quick.
of the interest.
Okay, I've scrambled it.
Okay, so it's scrambled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna go as fast as I can to solve it. If I'm a bit slow, don't blame me. I've been practicing a lot.
I like the confidence.
Wow, I've never been this fast before. Oh yeah, I know this.
Wow. Simply amazing, Madhav. So, can you share something that you have learned? I mean, besides the skill, what have you learned about yourself and about this whole process of learning?
Okay, in that sense, I guess you could say the experience of ever holding a cube and solving it as fast as I can. It has brought a few other things too.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized I have a very big interest towards it compared to other things. And I guess you could say it's the only thing I've really focused on that hard to actually perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And now I guess you could say I have this dream to become the best there is. And a lesson I've learned is that you might see this. You think it's hard, right? Well, it's only hard if you think that. But if you think it's easy and you actually really love to do it, then you'll realize it becomes way more easier than it looks.
Wow. That's a really, really nice thought, Madhav. So will you apply this thought to the other difficult things, like other learning? Would you?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. So thank you for that.